Captain, before we step onto this top-and-win island, tell me, what does best make you feel when it means the highest quality, the most suitable choice, and defeating someone in a contest? Meaning 1. The highest quality, better than all others. Used to describe the top level of something. Example, this is the best compass we've ever used. Common use, the best idea, best performance, best result. Best quality. Meaning 2. The most suitable, most effective for a situation. Used when something fits a purpose better than alternatives. Example, the best way is to sail with the current. Common use. Best way. Best option. Best choice. Best option. Meaning 3. To defeat someone. To win against them. Used when you beat an opponent. Example, Orion bested the rival crew in the night navigation trial. Common use. Best your opponent. Best them. Bested in a match. Best them. Best is usually an adjective or noun for the top quality, the best route. But it can also be a verb meaning to defeat someone, best an opponent. You'll often see it with the for ranking or with an object for the verb form. Steer for the top, Captain. Carry best for the highest quality you aim for the smartest choice in the moment. And for the quiet win when you best the challenge under the stars as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this shape and serve island, tell me, what does bowl make you feel when it means a round container for food, rolling a ball in a game, and a wide, round-shaped area like a natural basin? Meaning 1. A round, deep container used for food. Used for holding soup, cereal, rice, and more. Example, Captain, the hot soup in the bowl warmed the night watch. Common use. A bowl of soup, mixing bowl, cereal bowl. Bowl of soup. Meaning 2. To roll a ball toward a target in games like bowling or cricket. Used when you send the ball forward in a controlled roll or throw. Example, Orion bowled smoothly and knocked the pins down. Common use. Bowl a ball. Bowl a strike. Bowl over. Bowl a strike. Meaning 3. A wide, round-shaped area like a basin or natural hollow. Used for landscapes or structures shaped like a bowl. Example, the village sits in a bowl between the hills. Common use. Mountain bowl, valley bowl, natural bowl. Bowl-shaped basin. Bowl can be a container, a bowl of soup. A verb for rolling or throwing a ball in certain sports. Bowl a strike. or a round basin-like shape in geography, a valley bowl. Read the shapes, Captain. Carry bowl for what you serve, for the smooth roll that hits the target, and for the land that curves like a bowl beneath the stars as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this stop and solid island, tell me, what does block make you feel when it means stopping movement, a solid piece of material, and a group of buildings or a section of a city? Meaning 1. To stop or prevent movement or action. To obstruct. Used when something physically or practically prevents progress. Example: fallen cargo blocked the narrow passage. Common use: block the way, block access, block an attempt. Blocked way. Meaning 2. A solid piece of material, a thick unit. Used for a chunk like a block of wood, ice, or stone. Example: Captain, he placed a block of wood under the wheel to hold it. Common use: block of ice, wooden block, building block. Block of wood. Meaning 3. A group of buildings or a section of a city. A set area. Used for city layout and distances. Example: the harbor office is 1 block from the market, Captain. Common use: city block. 1 block away. The next block. Block equals 1 section. Block can be a verb, to stop something, a noun, a solid piece, or a city distance unit, 1 block away. The clue is what comes next. Away or access, a material like wood or ice, or a location on a street map. Hold the line, Captain. Carry block for the obstacle you remove, for the solid piece that stabilizes the ship, and for the city section you measure under Orion's stars as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this unseen life island, tell me, what does bacteria make you feel when it means tiny single-celled organisms, harmful germs that can cause illness, and helpful microbes that support life and balance? Meaning 1. Tiny living organisms with 1 cell. Too small to see without a microscope. Used as a scientific term for microscopic life forms. Example: Captain, bacteria live in the water even when it looks crystal clear. Common use: bacteria in water, bacteria under a microscope, bacteria culture. Bacteria, microlife. Meaning 2. Harmful bacteria that cause infection or sickness. Used when bacteria are dangerous and must be removed or controlled. Example: Captain, harmful bacteria can spread if we don't clean the tanks. Common use: harmful bacteria, bacterial infection, kill bacteria. Bacteria alert. Meaning 3. Helpful bacteria that support health or natural processes. Used for bacteria that help digestion, fermentation, or environmental balance. Example: Captain, Good bacteria help keep the food stores safe and stable. Common use. Good bacteria. Gut bacteria. Fermentation bacteria. Good bacteria. Bacteria is plural in form, so you'll often see bacteria are in careful writing. In daily use, people sometimes treat it like a mass noun. Respect what you can't see, Captain. Carry bacteria for the microscopic life under the lens, for the harmful germs you must control, and for the helpful microbes that quietly keep systems alive as we sail to the next island. Captain, before we step onto this choice and decision island, tell me, what does ballot make you feel when it means the paper you vote with, the whole voting process, and the act of holding a vote? Meaning 1. A paper or digital form, used for voting. Used for the item where you mark your choice. Example: Captain, he folded the ballot and placed it in the sealed box. Common use. Secret ballot. Ballot paper. Ballot box. Ballot box. Meaning 2. The process of voting. An election or vote event. Used to describe the overall voting action and event. Example: the ballot closed at sunset and counting began. Common use. Go to the ballot, on the ballot, ballot results. Ballot closed. Meaning 3. To vote or to hold a vote. Used when a group officially votes on something. Example: they will ballot on the new safety rule tonight. Common use. Ballot on. Ballot for. Ballot a proposal. Ballot on rules. Ballot can mean the thing you mark, paper or form, the overall voting event, or the act of holding a vote, to ballot on something. Words like box or paper point to the item, while results or closed point to the event, and on or for often signals the verb use. Choose with clarity, Captain. Carry ballot for the mark you make, for the vote that shapes the route, and for the moment, accrue ballots on a decision under Orion's steady stars as we sail to the next island.